Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today this video will be about the Anastasia Shadow Couture palette. This is the look I created. This look was in my first video, but I just deepened it up for the sake of the video. If you want to learn how to get this look, just keep on watching, subscribe to my channel, and like my video. Thanks guys, bye! Alrighty, so I have already put on my foundation, concealer, setting powder. Right now I am doing my eyebrows with the NYX brow pen. Now that eyebrows are done, I'm now going to set my face. I will be using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Powder in the shade Medium Dark. So I just put this all over my face so that my foundation does not move and it sets pretty well. So now I put on some Laura Mercier setting powder. I'm just swiping that away. I left it on for a few minutes just so that moving on, I am next going to just clean up under my eyebrows and carve it out a little bit. I am using the MAC Prep and Prime in the shade Medium. It's like a concealer. Yeah, so I also use this to highlight my brow bone. It gives it more of a lifted look. Now that the brows are done, I will be using a Model Company More Brows brow gel in the shade Medium Dark. It's a little sample size that I got. I got this in my Ipsy bag. So yeah, you just use this to set your brows in place. It will not move. It's a tinted gel, so it will also darken up your brows a little bit and fill in anything that you have missed that you didn't fill in before. Moving on to the eyes, I am priming my eyes with the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. I got this in the Pro palettes when I bought them, but it's always good to use a primer before putting on your eyeshadow because it will help for the eyeshadow to stay long, and then it'll just, for people who have any discoloration in their eyelids, it will just vanish once you use it. That way it doesn't seep through the eyeshadows. Now for eyeshadows, we will be using the palette. First, I will be taking the shade Soft Peach, and I will be putting this all over my eyelid to set the primer that we put. This will help for the eyeshadows not to look chalky. Okay, next I am taking my MAC 217 brush. I'm taking the shade Morocco from the palette, and I will be putting that in my crease, and I will be moving that in windshield wiper form back and forth. Make sure you blend everything well. You don't want any harsh lines. You don't want it to look too choppy. It's okay if you get the color in the lid because you're gonna go on with a dark color anyway, so you won't be able to see it. So yeah, just blend, 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 no harsh lines. So next I'll be taking this color Intense Gaze. It's more of like a pinky rose color, like a deep pinky rose color. I'll be putting this all over the lid in patting motions. Pat that all over the lid, making sure that I get every single corner in there. So now I will be taking my MAC 224 brush and blend it all in, making sure that everything is blended in together so that it doesn't look, I don't have any harsh lines. So yeah, I actually do a lot of blending, so I had to speed this little clip up really quick. So yeah. Now taking the color Fudge, and on my MAC 286 brush, I will be putting this on the outer corner of my eye. I will also be blending this into my crease. This is gonna deepen up the look. This is where the sultry comes in. So yeah, so blend, 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 making sure that there's no harsh lines in the outer corner. So throughout this process, you will see me that I will pick up the color Fudge back and forth. It's always best to start off light and gradually darken the color. The more you blend, you also tend to lose some of the intensity. So just keep on putting the more color you want just to get the intensity that you want. Me personally, I like the intense sultry look, so I will be going back and forth and packing this on in my crease and my outer corner. So here I picked up a little bit of the shade Morocco just to blend out my crease a little more, make sure I didn't have any harsh lines and that everything was just very well blended. It also gave my look a little more sexiness, if I must say. But yeah, so I just take Morocco, blend it in the crease, just a little bit, not too much because you don't want it to look too crazy. But yes, so blend, blend, blend. So taking this flat shader brush from BH Cosmetics, I am picking up the color Intense Gaze again, and I'm just patting a little more on the lid. I did lose some of the color from when I was blending out my crease. That normally happens, but because I want this lid color to stand out, I packed on a little more. So now I take my MAC 286 brush again and I just blend everything out, making sure I have no harsh lines. So now using a pencil brush from BH Cosmetics, I will be taking the color Pink Champagne from the palette and I will be popping this in my inner corner. You'll see later on that, you know, that inner corner highlight gives a pop to your eyes, and so yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now that we've finished with the inner corner highlight, I am taking my MAC 212 brush with the color Fudge, and I will be placing this in my lower lash line. I will be pushing this up very close towards the lash line, like right under the waterline, but not on the waterline. Just making sure you blend it out very well. Okay, so now we're gonna do more blending. I pick up my MAC 239 brush and I go ahead and blend out the color Fudge in my lower lash line. I also go back and forth to picking up some more color because, you know, when I only pick up a little bit in the beginning, blend, and then I gradually intensify to the color that I want. I will be going back and forth between Fudge and Morocco just to get it to the intensity that I want. I want it to kind of match my crease and just a tinge intenser than the crease though. So I also go ahead and pick up my MAC 286 brush to blend everything, make sure it's all seamlessly. Okay, so now I take my flat shader brush with the color Intense Gaze and I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on my lower lash line. I will then take my MAC 286 brush and blend it so that it's also smooth. Okay, now we're going to go on to eyeliner. I take my liquid eyeliner. It's actually very old. I believe it's from L'Oreal, and it's a liquid liner. And I'm just gonna do a very small liner. This is just to cover up the bands for when I put my lash. So I'm just gonna be covering up my lash line, and that is all. Okay, so now I'm gonna put on some mascara. I am taking the Benefits Roller Lash Mascara. It is my favorite mascara at the moment. It's all I use. I have neglected all my other mascaras, but yeah. I'm only gonna put a light coat because I will be putting on falsies, and I just use this so that my real lashes blend in with the falsies. Okay, so for lashes, I will be using the Red Cherry in the number 218. This is one of my favorite lashes. I also will be using the glue from Kiss I Envy. It's a really good glue for a drugstore brand. So yeah, I just go ahead and pop these on and then moving on. I'm just going to take my liquid liner and I'm just going to go ahead and just line my inner corner line just so that I can blend in the eyeliner with the lash band so that it's not noticeable. Now I take my NYX Glam Shadow Stick in the color Divine Amber. Just put this in my waterline just to give it a little gold reflect there. I take my MAC 212 brush, I dip it in the color Fudge, and I just place a little more of that color up towards the lash line, like almost towards my waterline. I just want to darken it up a little bit. Moving on to the face, I will now take my MAC 168 brush and my bronzing powder from the line Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Sun Power. I use this just to bronze up my cheeks and then along my hairline. It's not really contouring, but it's just to warm up the face. But I also want to, since I have a big forehead, I also want to make it look a little smaller. So I will bronze up by my temples and a little further up by my forehead. I also make sure I go ahead and I place some around my jawline just to make it look a little bit more sharper and more defined. And yeah, this is me having a moment with my music. I was very into it. Do not judge me. Thank you. Now the blush that I use is also from MAC. It's called Gleeful. It's also from the Mineralized line from MAC. I go ahead and I use my Real Techniques blush brush, and I just go ahead and I put a little bit because I don't want too much blush in my face, since I want the eyes to do more of the talking. So just a little bit goes a long way. So I am now taking my Real Techniques setting brush, and this brush I use it just to place on my highlighter. And of course I am using the Becca collaboration with Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. This highlight was sent from the highlighting gods because it is the best highlighter ever out there. It's my go-to highlighter. It's my baby. I bring it with me everywhere, and I drizzle that junk everywhere. So yeah, I just go on my cheekbone in a C form, like right above my eyebrow, and I go ahead and blend that in. I also put this in my inner corner just to give it a more intense highlight. And I dab some on the tip of my nose so that it looks like a little button nose. As you can see, look how pretty that is. And on my Cupid's bow, just to, you know, it's cute. I just like that highlight on the Cupid's bow. So yeah. So now I'm taking again my mascara, and I'm just placing some on my bottom lashes because you can barely see them when they don't have mascara. So now you can see them, and it's just, you know, gives the eyes a better look. And as you can see, I freaking hit my bottom lash line area with my mascara, and now I have a dot. For lip liner, I will be using one from NYX Cosmetics. It's in the color Mauve. I will just be lining my entire lip. I will not be filling them in, it's just lining them. And then I will be using the lipstick from MAC in the Viva Glam collection. It'll be a satin finish, and it's Viva Glam 2. It's like a really nice mauve color type nude, but it's so pretty. It's my favorite lipstick at the moment. I've had it for a while now, and I just forgot how good it was. I stopped using it for a while, but yeah, now I've been using this one every day. I, you know, will use it with the gloss sometimes, but for this video I will not be using with the gloss. The setting spray is from Skintinavia. It's a finishing spray with oil control. I have oily skin, so that is perfect for me. So yeah guys, that completes the look. I hope you enjoyed this video, and that you guys give it a thumbs up. If there is anything you would like to say, or anything you would like to request, or anything you want to see next in my next video, please leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, so that is all. Thank you guys. Bye.